So this is for the pi thing. Here's what I was sort of thinking. What I was thinking, we were doing like triangles. So I was thinking, okay, so what if I use one of the aspects or concepts that we use for triangles, and we put them into pi and sort of combine those two ideas. So then I came up with these two equations: y equals tan x over pi, because tan is sort of cool and it's like you get multiple things. So I sort of did that here, and right now I'm just going through and just setting this all up. But I think what we're gonna get is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna continue to put these entries in there. Okay, now that we have all of those, we can start putting pi on top of pi on top of pi. And that's what pi day is sort of all about, right? I mean,
about 3.14, but it's like, what if we did pi times pi, right? Or this equation times, well, that's nothing because it's the first one, right? But then the second one, maybe we put, we do 1 pi, right? Then this equation we do 2. Let's see if you guys can see that. Then this equation, it's sort of difficult, we do 3. I wonder if this will crash my calculator. That would be bad, but that would be, I mean, we're doing it for math, right? So there's that. Making sort of like a little staircase, like, it's almost like exponential growth, right? But it's not exponential, it's like quadratic and stuff. Because it's gaining 1 each time, and I just put that as a whole. So it's creating sort of like a staircase. Now I could make this exponential, but I don't know what the limits of this calculator are, so. But I think we're gonna get some really cool patterns once we do this. That's a lot. And finally, the last one. Put this down a little bit.
okay, so this might crash the calculator. I'm not sure. But what we're gonna do is go to table set. We're gonna go to reds and see if we can slow this down. This might be too slow and it might crash, but we're doing it for the math. So you can cut plot 1 off. No. Plot 1 can go off. And we're ready to graph. This is going to be super interesting. Ready, set, graph.
Ooh, it started like that. Did not anticipate that. Ooh, one went linear. That's interesting. Another one went linear. Ooh, what if it goes up a straight line next? Just following the pattern. Ooh, very close, very close. It's still leaning a little bit, but this next one should be a straight line, I think. Very close. Yeah, it's a straight line. So that's what happens when you play with pi, sort of. But, yeah, that's sort of interesting. But let's see it.
Still leaning a little bit, but this next one should be a straight line, I think. Very close. Yeah, it's a straight line. So that's what happens when you play with pi, sort of. But yeah, that's sort of interesting. But let's see if we can take it to the next level by zooming out. But before we do that, that was incredibly slow. I'm going to speed up the reds to about like 3, just because time. So there's all of this. Again, those are all the equations that we did, and I think it was like tangent, and then it started to go linear after a minute, and then it started to go like straight up and down, so like it had almost like no slope, is interesting. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna graph, but before we do that, we have to zoom out. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Look at that. Whoa. It's creating like the letter N as you go out. It's weird. Zoom out. So it's sort of like a little heart rate thing. Wow, it's like we're like creating art using math, and I find that really interesting. I'm gonna zoom out just one more time, just for the heck of it. You can see how it's getting larger and larger, and you don't start seeing it until it gets to green. And there's blue, whoa, and then there's all these crazy spikes. Oh, the gray, because it gets zoomed out so much that it sort of takes the color away. Now I'm gonna try to zoom in just to see what happens. But I'm gonna try to zoom in past what we already saw. Okay, so we already saw that part. So then we're gonna try to zoom in past that and see what we can get into. Ooh. Okay, that was a little anticlimactic. So let's see if we can zoom out. But we're gonna zoom in at one of these little crease thingies because I think that'll look interesting.
This is one of my disagreements I was trying to.
Yeah, it's like repeating exponential functions. But yeah, that's basically my little exploration of Pi for this Pi Day project. I thought this would be a little neat to sort of put out there.